Indian Army conducted surgical strikes on terror launch pads across the line of control. Speaking to the media today, Director General of Military Operations, Lieutenant General Ranbir Singh said the motive of the operation was to hit out at the terrorists who were planning to infiltrate into Indian territory. The DGMO informed that significant casualty was caused to the terrorists during the operation. The all-party meeting reviews situation in the wake of the surgical strikes across the line of control. Information Broadcasting Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu says all parties have supported the surgical strikes by the army, reiterates that India will not tolerate terrorism. Upbeat mood prevails across the country over army's befitting reply to terrorists across the border. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Security in New Delhi on the situation along the line of control. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's review meeting about the most favoured nation status to Pakistan has been postponed till next week. The decision to review the MFN came in the wake of the Uri terror attack, over which India is weighing options to respond. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had to review the privileged status India granted to Pakistan in 1996. Vice President Mohammad Hamid Ansari has said that independent India is a faithful reflection of the legacy of our national movement. He was delivering a lecture at the University of Lagos in Nigeria. The Vice President said that the image of the modern Indian nation and the values that shape and continue to inform it today were cast in the crucible of our struggle for independence from colonial rule, or what we now call the Indian national movement. People living within 10 kilometers of the border with Pakistan in Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab have been asked to shift to safer places and schools ordered to shut down till further notice in the wake of the surgical strike carried out by the Indian Army across the LOC. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has termed India's surgical strikes on terrorists preparing to infiltrate from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir as preemptive action. Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu congratulated the Army Chief and the Defence Minister for carrying out successful surgical strikes on terror launch pads across the LOC and said government is committed to countering terrorism. BJP today hailed the armed forces following the surgical strikes on terror launch pads across the LOC and lauded the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying his government believes in action and not words. Meanwhile, Congress President Sonia Gandhi said a strong message has been sent with the surgical strikes by the army against terror bases across the line of control. Union Water Resources Minister Uma Bharati reviews Kaveri water issue with Chief Minister of Karnataka and state government representatives of Tamil Nadu in New Delhi. Uma Bharati suggests that a team of experts be sent to both Karnataka and Tamil Nadu to assess the ground situation. Government today launched Progress Panchayat, a campaign to reach out to the minorities, particularly Muslims, to create awareness in these communities about the government's policies and programs. Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi launched the first of the Progress Panchayats in Mewat region of Haryana. Information Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu, while supporting Indian Army's surgical strikes on Pakistan's terror camps, has said that there was an environment of aggression in the country after the Uri terror attack. He said that the strike proves that the country is safe. The minister said that Pakistan should understand its responsibility and after the strike it will stop supporting terrorism. Two influential US senators have said the Uri terror attack emanated from Pakistan and the perpetrators of this attack were Pakistanis. In a letter to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Senators Democrat John Cronin and Republican Mark Warner said initial indications reveal that the perpetrators of the attack were Pakistani and the attack emanated from Pakistan. The US State Department has agreed to process for public release before the November 9 election almost 3,000 pages of Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton's emails recovered by the FBI during their recent probe. The new agreement calls for the releasable portion of the additional 1,850 pages to be made public on the State Department's website on November 3. Government announced a total cash reward of 90 lakh rupees for the medal winners of the Rio Paralympics. The cash reward will be given by Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Thawar Chand Gehlot under the Awareness Generation and Publicity Scheme. The minister said the success of para-athletes has made India proud. In the middle of a 12-match unbeaten streak at home, India's marauding cricket team will be aiming to reclaim the #1 spot in the ICC rankings when it takes on an unsettled New Zealand in the second test starting in Kolkata tomorrow. India defeated arch rivals Pakistan 3-1 to storm into the summit clash of the 4th Men's Under-18 Asia Cup hockey tournament in Dhaka today. It was the Indians who were more clinical in front of the goal, as 3 minutes from half-time they doubled the lead through a penalty corner conversion by Dilpreet Singh. India will meet hosts Bangladesh in the final tomorrow.